What's going on, people? How you doing? TK coming at you with the conversation piece, a chat, face-to-face chat, or face-to-Facebook chat about engineered scarcity. Now, this is a topic that a lot of people don't really touch on because it's the premise to the democratic world that we live in. Everything right now within our money-based society is engineered scarcity, which simply means that it's not a lack of circulation. It's not a lack of money supply, it's a lack of circulation. So, in that concept, a lot of people are unbanked. I think 80% of the world is unbanked, meaning they don't have access to banking facilities the same way that Western world has access. So, the concept of engineered scarcity really brings up the thought process: as long as I'm good, I don't care who's not good. When truly this world was built by a higher power that created abundance, which just means that there's no lack of anything in this world, there's just a lack of access. So, in controlling everybody else, man created money so that anything that you need access to, you have to pay for. The only thing I think we don't pay for as of yet is air. But everything else in life, including death, you have to pay for. So that creation of money and how fiat currency basically rules the world means that most people are not able to be successful in life in terms of what they have access to, what they're able to buy. So how do you create a life of abundance? A lot of people within engineered scarcity feel like others don't deserve access to money. As long as they have, they don't care about third world countries who have lack. No one really factors in abundance in their thought process. They're comfortable with engineered scarcity, and they do a lot to ensure their own position and their own finances. But if you create a abundant situation, whether it be through investment, whether it be through business, or whether it be through some sort of finance funnel, then you're able to open doors. When I think about abundance, I think about opening doors for people who have less than I have. Some people feel like becoming more successful or more financially able just means that they can buy more things. But the key is none of those things go with you when you leave this plane of existence. So to vibrate on a higher level means that you actually incorporate abundance and open doors for other people. So I bring to you this simple concept. I entered the business world because I wanted to create money outside of my job. A lot of people don't think about money outside of their job. They just think about having, like, going through a routine, and they're comfortable with that routine, whether it's 40 years, 80 years, however long you die. You work till you die, you pay bills until you die. But just think about doing something extra that creates extra. A side hustle, a worthwhile investment, you name it. What activity do you engage in to create money outside of what you get from your 9 to 5? Well, a lot of people can't answer that question because they don't engage in extracurricular activities that generate extra money. But I've always pushed or been an advocate for entrepreneurship in terms of people thinking outside of the box, people actually doing things that make financial sense, make your money, get a job, and actually work for you instead of you working for money until you die. That's a foreign concept. That's not something easily adapted by the common person, because to say it doesn't produce action. People don't respond to that positively and support the concept of entrepreneurship or some sort of valuable investment. So what happens is we all get lost in the rat race, and none of us really find anything successful that generates extra money. I think the average person's concept of extra money is to get an extra job. So how many hours are there in a day? If you work 12 hours on one job, how do you get another job to make extra money in your house? So there has to be another alternative to successfully create abundance in your life. People who are successful at investments or successful at money generation do not share those concepts with other people. When you ask someone, hey, what did you do to become successful? What was the catalyst in your life that created change? They don't share that information because we're living in the engineered scarcity concept of, as long as I don't care about opening other doors, when truly, on a grander scale, the principle of give to receive works better long term, which means the more people you enable, the more people you open doors for, in karma sense, it all comes back to you. So you end up more abundant and more successful because of the people that you empower. And that's my thought process. My thought process is to empower others to do research and find out what works, and then share that with other people so that they can create an opportunity outside of whatever money they get from their job. Now, I haven't been successful at that. Every business that I've joined hasn't paid me any money. So a lot of businesses, when you talk about part-time that doesn't require time outside of 12 hours that I spend on my job, require you to recruit 1,000 other people. So the object is you join a business, you recruit 1,000 other people, then you get commissions from all of that recruitment. But recruitment is not something that people are successful at. So the average person isn't successful in, say, network marketing because they're not able to network with other people and get them interested in buying the same product. So that is a business concept that is based on word of mouth advertising, and it's a distribution model that says if you can get other people to buy the same product, the company shares the profit with you. There's nothing wrong with that distribution model. How many people say scam when you say network marketing, when truly it's a different sales distribution model that has nothing to do with scam? If retail is the only distribution model that you know, where all of the money funnels out of your house and you don't get paid for the referral-based marketing that you do, because to be honest, every human being on the planet naturally does referral-based marketing. If you see a pair of shoes, you like those shoes, you ask the person, where did they get them from? If you don't go to the same store, you go to the same brand because you feel like that's the only way to acquire that product. So you're gonna spend money based on referral advertising, whether you get paid on it or not. So it's not a scam to participate in a network marketing distribution model. A lot of people are not successful at it because we've all been programmed to think retail when it comes to spending money. So you are not willing to buy from me on a referral, but you are willing to go to the mall and buy from Foot Locker, even though I may have referred you to Foot Locker to make that purchase. So I'm giving you an example that people's mindset is problem number one, because of the fact that if you talk about metaphysics and you talk about the aspect of Think and Grow Rich, the first step is to believe it's possible. And then the second step is to put action behind that thought. So a lot of people don't believe. A lot of people are programmed to fail because engineered scarcity reinforces the concept of retail, of it's not possible outside a job. Everything that limits you is what is reinforced within engineered scarcity. The super rich concepts of make your money get a job is only taught to the 1%. And even speaking about it to average people, the concept goes over their head and they don't accept it, they refute it. And I have these conversations all the time. So I just want to drop this information out here to the Facebook public and say that engineered scarcity has problems. The primary problem is the greed behind the leadership is devaluing the money supply to the point where there will be financial repercussions for everyone who's not paying attention. So you not diversifying outside of the dollar means that you fall victim to the dollar's crash. And the again, belief system within scarcity is, the leadership are not going to do anything to harm us, and there's no reason to diversify, when financial insurance is a safety net, and you always use a safety net just in case. So I'm going to leave you guys with that concept of financial insurance, safety net, just in case the leadership continue to devalue the dollar, and you have some sort of financial insurance to back up your life. Money outside a job, entrepreneurship, the belief that it's possible, and the vibratory rate higher than just typical sheep following off the financial cliff.